Stadium, Baton Rouge. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the UCLA Bruins and the LSU Tigers. Restate the state ball again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Bruins head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Shows him the stiff arm. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, Iamaleava. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Now Iamaleava fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Iamaleava makes the catch. There he goes. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Rushes on him. Buried before he complete.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. On the move, it's Hall. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Here's the Amaliava to throw. Got a man. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Oh, he's got some space. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Throwing, Iamaleava. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did.
And he loses the football. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Power football with the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's a give to Durham. Picks up the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. Right? He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw. It's Levin. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll leave it with him. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, better look out. Could be an alley. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that.
Makes a catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will score! Touchdown, LSU!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They feed him again. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Iamaleava. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Bruins will punt this one away. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Oh, he makes the catch. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the 2nd half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Throwing, Iamaleava. Zings it complete to the right. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
It'll be 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Cox. Across the 25, he's got room. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on 1st and 2nd down and then have a total breakdown on 3rd. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
Iamaleava. under fire. And that one's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Bruins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give on the option. There's some room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. At the 40, there he goes. Give him 109 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Using his legs, it's Berry. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Handoff, Caden Durham. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. On 1st down, it's Durham again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the BYU Cougars. And it's the Crimson Tide in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this 2nd half.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that
running room in the middle. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
To throw, it's Levin. Right down the middle. Makes the catch.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
LSU lining up first and goal. Going to the run, it's Berry. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Pitch looking for the corner. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They give it to him again. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Running inside. It's Cox. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Second down coming up. On the ground, it's Cox. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
No fair catches here, looking for room. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Caught, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Third down coming up after that completion. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Fires to the right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. The run inside. It's Lee. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Creates a little space. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Looking left. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The 18 unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Howie, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of it.
Got a little grass. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Looking for a gap. It's Lee. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Throwing, Imaliava. Got his man down the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Going to the ground. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. There's a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lee. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.